is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. That's good for a first down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10.
There's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. One of the first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
On the coverage.
You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the #1 passing team in the NFL, and it's the #1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battles in the trenches, we know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
From the 50, Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 4th down, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give it to Morgan Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. In motion right goes Adams. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. This has been a long drive into that defense. They're craving to get off the field. They're able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Adams the man in motion right. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Here's Ethan Evans now.
In punt formation for the Rams.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead?
I have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Brady was set up to throw here.
2nd and 7.
This one caught by Kittle. He's still on his feet. Touchdown. George Kittle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score,
A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
My man. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Stafford now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Brings up 2nd and
So as they
12.
talk it over, we step
36-yard
aside.
line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now Stafford. now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, indeed, stop them on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way to the end zone now for a touchback.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Final play of the half. Purdy flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And great yardage here. Deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards.
And how about what just happened there? Just a total breakdown defensively. They're thinking he's going to spike this, so they let their guard down, but he never had any intention of stopping the clock. He wanted to throw the football, and he caught him that one, and this turned into a huge play.
He did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Take this in the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now with him and a loose football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point try now for Moody. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score.
So not only the call, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and they score the other way. takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Williams loses the football. And now it's a scooped up ball for the Raiders. If these guys wanted to get back in this game, they need that almost perfect second half and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 40-yard touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deep into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
2nd and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they show jet sweep instead. They run up the middle here. And they'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain
so
of 2.
they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Waste of time.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. That's complete. Jordan Whittington. Jordan getting out just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Rams. 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Williams going to get it again on second down. Trying to find a lane instead. Back to the line of scrimmage. And they're forward midfield.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And it's been like this all night long. As they stop him behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stanford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. McCaffrey on the counter. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So the starting field position was terrific for him. Surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, you don't count as a moral victory. We'll talk about that in the game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is the Green Bay defense coming up with a play. They force the fumble, and it's a scoop and score for the touchdown. The Packers get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the man who won the Triple Crown as a receiver last year, Ja'Marr Chase. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bengals put it on cruise control. They win it 28-7. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. This will wind up a touchdown. The visitors hold on and get the job done. They win in overtime. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.